Welcome to the Connors and Ferris High School Sports Show. Geoff, DiVeronica and Steve Bradley continuing our previewing of weekend action coming up. It's a Section 5 Class AA football semifinal. Friday night, it's a great one. McQuaid, the 3 seed and the 3-time defending champion, against number 2 Victor. The Blue Devils haven't lost in about, well, feels like a long time, since week 1 against UPrep. And joining us today are the head coach for Victor, Geoff Mandile, his quarterback, Brady Robinson, also O-line, D-line, Ty Rader joins us. He's in the ball cap there. You look like a lineman, Ty. I got to be honest with you. You really do. Can I get you to lean in a little bit? There we go. Don't get in front of Coach, though. I want to see his face. All right. So, guys, was week 1 losing that first game? Was that, I mean, they're a good team. Obviously, they're undefeated, UPrep, right? But what did you learn? Brady, you're the QB. You got to answer. What did you learn from that game, that first game right out of the chute?
I learned that, that we needed to prepare a lot more. And I think we've done that really well the rest of the season. I think we learned our identity, and I think we found who we were as a team.
Brady, just maybe follow up on that. What is your identity?
I think our identity, we found that we're a very good team at defense. We can shut teams down early and try to get up early and just keep pushing the ball and keep scoring.
Coach, same question to you. Maybe you saw some things the guys didn't, but it's been a great run, 8 weeks, right? What have you learned about this squad over the last couple of months?
Yeah, I think, we always preach balance, and I know we've kidded about it in the past, but I think we have an 8-yard difference in our running yardage and our passing yardage this year. So a lot of it has to do with both these guys protecting the quarterback and Brady getting the ball to the right people, and our receivers doing their job after they catch the ball. So we did find a balance. We were probably heavy run against UPrep. It's been a couple months, but they're very good, and we got to, like you said, we got to beat the 3-time defending champ 2 times in 3 weeks here to get another shot at the title. So it's no easy way to get there.
Coach, that's a great segue too, Geoff. Week 8, Victor travels to McQuaid for basically the right to get a second-round home game. The number 2 seed is on the line. Blue Devils win that game 21-7. And we can talk about Brady's numbers because they're great. His last 2 games, he's completed 80% of his passes in each game. But I want to go to Ty here because in that game you held John Harding, McQuaid's top back, to 30 yards. So it sounded like it was a great defensive effort. We know games are won and lost in the trenches. Ty, what are the big guys up front doing right now that maybe they have learned and progressed throughout the year to get to the point you are now?
It's just we're nonstop effort throughout the whole game. We got a good keep pressure at all times, nonstop. Same effort from first quarter to fourth quarter. A very good rotation off the bench, so somebody can come in and change up on the game, so that we always have fresh legs on the field to keep the quarterback under pressure and keep the running back contained in the backfield.
All right. Last week, McQuaid beat Rush 49-21. Will DeMarco came back to quarterback, which I'm sure you're glad to see, Coach. See him look so stellar. 15 of 24, 250 yards, couple touchdowns. And Harding had a big day rushing. What concerns you about McQuaid, Coach? I mean, it's not like you haven't seen him, but is this a different team than you saw a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, he's dynamic, the quarterback. He can run it and throw it. The Harding kid is a pretty special kid too. We were as shocked as anyone we were able to contain him like we did. We expect a great effort from them. And like I told our kids yesterday, they're 3-time champs for a reason. They're not going to lay down and let us walk into the finals. So it's going to be a 4-quarter ball game, and we've played each other every year for a lot of times here. Glad to have it at our place finally. I feel like I've been there 10 years in a row, but it should be a great ball game.
Brady, what's the mood around school been? I know that you have great support from your student section. This game obviously could be a sectional final. In the spring of 2021, it was a sectional final. You get to this point in the season, everybody's good. But what's it been like in the halls and around school? Is everybody pretty fired up?
Yeah, everybody's real loving that we're winning. There's good camaraderie between all the sports teams, the football team, the soccer team, and the boys volleyball team. We all have good camaraderie. We all go to each other's games. We're all winning right now, and we're all happy to see that. And they love coming to our games. We love going to their games.
As we go to break, I got to ask this question. Just because it's the position you play and it's the first name, Are mom and dad Tom Brady fans?
No, I'm a diehard Buffalo Bills fan.
All right. Good to hear. Good to hear. We'll take this into our break here. You're watching us right here on the Connors and Ferris High School Sports Show.
The best three things here at McQuaid are definitely the sports, the brotherhood, and the service to community. I think that's a really big, important thing that McQuaid stresses, which is part of creating a better and great man. You definitely feel a connection with your fellow students here. It's being all guy school. You're able to relate to each other on a personal level, and everyone's very welcoming here with open arms and willing to be your friend.
While we celebrate 140 years of serving our community, the kind of delicious joy that lasts a lifetime, we look forward to serving you for 140 more. With hardworking, wholehearted, passionate people who will help shape new memories for generations to come.
You don't choose to get hurt at work, but you can choose the workers' comp attorneys at Connors and Ferris to fight for your money and medical benefits you deserve.
With over 20 years of industry experience, we will give your case our undivided attention so that you and your family can focus on your recovery.
So call Connors and Ferris, the workers' comp attorneys dedicated to fighting for injured workers' rights.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Local McDonald's operators care about our local schools, teams, and student athletes. That's why they support the return of high school athletics in the Rochester area and around the state. See you before or after the big game at McDonald's. Welcome back, Section 5. Game on!
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Welcome back to the Connors and Ferris High School Sports Show. Jeff DiVeronica and Steve Bradley previewing the Class AA semifinal. It's McQuaid having to travel to Victor, and we know it's going to be, as primetime says, I got to borrow this, Steve. It's going to be lit in Victor on Friday night. 7:00 kickoff. 8-1 Blue Devils against the 7-2 Knights, and a McQuaid team that's it hasn't been smooth sailing all the way this year. You know, I think a couple of the regular seasons before this have been easier for them. Well, let's break it down real quick. I see the hat, Ty Rader. You're one of the great linemen in Section 5. I see the hat. It's UNH. I thought it was UB. My apologies to UNH. But who's recruiting you, and what are you thinking about for college, young man?
Right now, I haven't made any final decisions yet, but I have my top 4 right now are UNH, Hobart, Fisher, and Pace University down by the city. So.
Cool.
Coach, why don't you break down both Ty and Brady for us in terms of what they do, maybe from a skill wise and a leadership position wise for the team?
Yep, Ty's he's captain, but both captains. Ty's a 3-year starter for us, both offense and defense, and just has been a leader through that offensive line. Seems we always have a younger kid on the line. We got a sophomore this year that he's really taken under his wing and showing him the ropes and how we expect things to happen. And it's just we have a nice culture with that offensive line. They do some meals together too. That there's a tradition with that, so they keep that rolling, and just a good group of guys. And Brady came right in, didn't get a chance to play much last year, but kind of came in, took it by the reins, and has had one of the best seasons for a quarterback that I've had. And he's leadership wise quiet but very well respected, works hard. Makes great decisions with the ball, and just like I said, wanted that to continue here for another few weeks.
I think it's Steve. I'll let you. 32 of 40 the past 2 weeks for 5 touchdowns. Steve, go ahead with that question I wanted you to ask. I know you were going to ask.
Yeah. So, and Brady's season totals, Geoff, 16 touchdowns, 1,492 yards, 4 interceptions. And Brady, it seems you have a special connection with Adam Ruffolo. In the first McQuaid game, 10 receptions for him, 135 yards and a touchdown. Then he had 2 touchdowns last week against Aquinas. What kind of bond do you guys have?
We have a great bond. We're gelling really well right now. I know where he's always at on the field, and I know I can put the ball anywhere in his range and he'll get it. He seems to catch everything. And I must trust, a lot of trust for him as well as all my other receivers.
So I like teams that are hungry. And guys, I don't think the last time Victor won one of these things was, you guys were little boys. You guys were like junior high, right? Or like middle school, 2016. Ty, how hungry is this group to, obviously you take one game at a time, but you probably love another crack at UPrep next week if you can get there. But how hungry is this group?
Coming off of kind of a down season last year, I know our senior group came in at the start of the season, has been pretty much manifesting this. So we know how important this game is going to be. And obviously we'd like to look ahead to the finals, but we know McQuaid's a very difficult opponent, so we got to focus on them. But yeah, I know this group is ready, and I know the whole school is ready to celebrate a block coming back to Victor.
Geoff, you always haven't been a guy that puts the ball in the air a lot, but with the 80% accuracy that Brady has, where does that come from? That's hard to do it. It's hard to hit 80% if you're playing in your backyard, let alone do it against live competition. Where's that come from, and how's that developed for especially a quarterback that's really just in his first full season as a starter?
Yeah, I think it's confidence, and my confidence in him has risen every week. And when I look at the play sheet, I can call anything. Where in years past, it's I might not have had that same confidence, and he's allowed me to have that confidence in him, and like I said, keeps it rolling and makes plays. I think probably the Pittsburgh game, week 3, he kind of saw it. He made a couple of plays, moved out of the pocket, threw a shuffle pass, and made a great play. And just you could see he's got a great feel for the game, and continues to make great decisions. 2 of those interceptions he's got are my fault. They were horrible play calls, so I'll take 2 of those. And the other 2, I don't remember the other 2. And I got it, Steve. It's Ruffalo. I don't want mom and dad mad. It's Ruffalo.
Ruffalo. It's like Buffalo with with an R.
Yeah.
So if you're responsible for 2 of the interceptions, how many touchdowns are you responsible for?
None. Kids make the plays. They make me look good when I make the calls.
And Geoff, just one more before we go. You've been to a state final. You have been in a lot of big games. And one of the things you get to this time of year is you want your team to play with passion, but not necessarily let emotion take over where it might lead to a decision that causes. How do you keep what's your message to your team if we're at about 6:45 Friday night and you're getting ready to break out and go? What's the message?
I think we use that emotion, but you got to keep it under control, like you said. And we from day one, no one on this team is worth 15 yards to us. So there can't be any of that, the crazy stuff that's going to get you a 15-yard penalty, and just play within ourselves. All these guys, both these guys play multiple sports at high levels. This group, as a senior group, has competed, through lacrosse, basketball, baseball, wrestling. There's so much competition, whether it's during the school season or in the summer, that they've been through a lot of competition. They understand it. They understand what it takes to win. And these seniors, as both these guys have said, have done. We challenged them. We didn't have a great season last year, and there were a number of reasons for that, but kind of challenged these guys to get our culture back to where it needs to be, and they've done a fantastic job doing that.
Brady, I got one last one for you. Is he a big speech guy? Is he a big get intense before the game? Ty's smiling, yeah? Is he?
Yeah, he gives some great speeches before Thursdays before the game, and then Fridays right before we head out on Corbett.
Well, we appreciate you guys making some time out of your schedule for us. I know it's a busy week, and good luck to you. It should be a great game. Good luck to the Knights. Fair play for both of you guys. It's number 3, the McQuaid Knights, and number 2, Victor, on Friday night, 7:00 kickoff. Thanks for being on our show, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For Steve Bradley and our producer, Joe Brott, my name's Geoff DiVeronica. Thanks for watching us right here on the Connors and Ferris High School Sports Show.